Hello, this is David Sheehan, part of the Kerry ETB radio course in conjunction with Radio Kerry, and I'm here in Merchants Quay, the city of the Rebel County, and I am interviewing a Mr. Tom Devane, one of the primary organisers of the Cork fighting game community, who have been featured in the Evening Echo and countless pieces of media online. Hello, Tom.
Hello, David.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm quite well. Firstly, can you explain to me what is a fighting game community?
Well, a fighting game community is, to be blunt, a community of people who play fighting games. So, if you don't know what a fighting game is, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, Super Smash Brothers, those would be the most famous ones, I should say.
Okay, and how do you play these? Is this on a home console, or is there big arcade machines? Is it like in a big pool hall?
Generally in Ireland it's all on home console. Like, there's a couple of places where you'd find an arcade machine, but these days are very rare.
Okay, and obviously if you're part of the organisational crew in the fighting game community, you must be very into fighting games yourself. Can you tell me what got you started in this?
Well, just playing with friends, like as a kid playing in arcades, and Street Fighter 2 was such a big thing when we were kids back then. And as I got older, then I just sort of kept playing, and then I discovered that there was a larger community of people, not just in Cork, but all over Ireland and the world, that formed this fighting game community. So sort of became involved with that just naturally, I guess.
Yeah, and do you feel like being in a fighting game community as opposed to being somebody at home playing in your underwear makes you better competitively? Like, would you be fitter to take on the world coming from this world than if you were just someone playing at home?
Yeah, I think so. So the community aspects of it really sort of give you that feeling of everybody sharing strategies, techniques, and everybody just wants everybody else to get better. So it's a good way to learn, I think.
That's really cool. Do you guys have any big events coming up that we should know about?
Not at the moment. We have something in the works with WarpCon, which is a large tabletop and card gaming convention that happens every January in UCC. So they don't normally do video game stuff, but we're sort of talking with them about having something on just as a little side thing when that's happening next year.
That's really interesting. I understand as well that there are other fighting game communities at different geographical locations around Ireland. From what I understand, there is a base in Galway, there is a base in Belfast, there's obviously yourselves in Cork, and that the Mecca is in Dublin. Can you tell me a little bit about the interrelationships between the different fighting game communities in Ireland?
Well, as I say, each community is part of the larger fighting game community itself, so it doesn't really feel like there's a difference so much as just the distance, so everybody knows each other, everybody hangs out together. People from Galway often come down here for tournaments. A lot of Cork people go up to Galway, Dublin, Belfast for their tournaments, especially the more hardcore players. They really like to travel.
That's good. Obviously, if you're able to travel and you're able to do well, then you can get a bit of money, and that encourages you to travel more and do better. If people are looking to get started with the Cork fighting game community, where can they find you?
Well, we run casual nights once fortnightly on Thursdays in a cafe on Barrack Street called Mouse. It's sort of open to everybody. We charge €3 entry just to cover our costs, and anybody can come along, beginners, experts, whoever, just show up, have a few games, get to know the lads. We're quite friendly, very approachable.
Yeah, no, I can definitely attest to that myself. It's a very, very friendly, very approachable group, and it's a good evening for €3. Spend a lot of time, meet some people, and a lot cheaper than a pint.
Yeah, definitely cheaper than a pint.
Thank you very much for your time, Tom. So this is David Sheehan as part of the Kerry ETB radio course in conjunction with Radio Kerry, signing off from Merchants Quay.